up with it? Became humble and knowing Yahoo Father's business, I'm religious. Yeah. What up with it? Became humble and knowing Yahoo Father's business, I'm religious. Speak to my people unambitious. Go out myself with the ears to listen, restore the inner sense of your people living to authentic vision of themselves. I've been crying out with all sincereness. They only knew the magnitude of this business. If you only knew the detriment of mental illness, it's spiritual. We gotta make sense of what it is. Homeboy mad dogging until we got veneers. Funny how we treat our peers. I'm on the back burner the way we live. Young lady, multiple men, in and out of the crib. Crazy work, talking about it in the feminine. Not thinking about the smut you left your spirit, man. And I ain't hating on you, just hate the people's ignorance. Trying to speak life into it, now she throwing temper tantrum. Dang, homie, that's a shame, homie. Thought you had it all covered, but life rained on you. Sometimes your heart is heavy, life pains on you. Failure to repent, you got a stain on you. Yeah. I'm praying for him, but my rags are filthy. Man willing enough, use me till my glass is empty. I'm praying for him, but my rags are filthy. Man willing enough, use me till my glass is empty. And every month is like a black person dead that's trending. I'm trying to salvage what we had, the devil unrelenting, unrepenting. Trying to curse my people that are underprivileged. The world is cryptic. Everything orchestrated and overscripted, the soul conflicted. Dealing with a strong addiction. Dummy fighting true religion. What happened to our sober living? Feeling like their souls are missing. Created clone 3D printed. Something in the world shifted. Bodies of destruction fitted. We need you. We need you, Father. We need you. We need Father. We need you. We need you, Master. We need you, Father. Crying out, Father. It's painful, Father. We need you. Seeing our people get destroyed like this, Father. It hurts, Master. We need you, Father. We need you. We need you. Father, we need you. We need you. We need you, Master. We need you.
We need you.
We need you.
We need you. We need help from these addictions. Help from the memories that trigger when we looking at the wealth from our afflictions. Warm with a spirit that predates our existence. Early bird gets the worm, but it's poison in the biscuits. Dealing with a killer before he took a life. His innocence was taken from him by his uncle that's a dealer. Lay us to the pain. Prayers in the rain off of unclean lips. We just hoping that you hear him. Bad dream. Last slaves or the last king. Abused by our mama cause she looked like a pops, but he was never present, so she see him as an op. If you ask her, she'll respond. She don't even know what dad means. Are we living or we just alive? You don't know how many times he had to kill the thoughts of suicide. Very weary and discouraged, spent the whole ship worried everything on the curve soon as you arrived. Chosen ones became the real rap. Exposed them to the witchcraft, the dark priests control them and they mold them like a six-pack. And they hunt us like dogs when they make one call for backup. Put us in bags, there's backpacks all over dispatch. False imprisonment, identity, a mismatch. Confounded in a man that never was right, so she try to find it in a tall can of Bud Light. They don't know they praising Caitlyn saying thug life. Skin tone ain't more important than your blood type. Nephilim, Bohemian Grove, bomb underground cities and hoes. Neuralink, CRISPR babies and droves. Days of Noah, infiltration of souls. Remember your people. This a cry for help. If you don't save us, then we can't be. We need your love, cause we ain't got nobody else.
We need you, Father. We need you. We need you, Father. We need you. We need you, Master. We need you, Father. Crying out, Father. It's painful, Father. We need you. Seeing our people get destroyed like this, Father. It hurts, Master. We need you, Father. We need you. We need you. Father, we need you. We need you. We need you, Master. We need you. We need you. Hurts, Father. We need you. We need you. We need you. Yeah, I stay in tune with our algorithm. What you consume, our food will help you feed the children. You who wouldn't? Some think it's cool to disrespect the risen. Yeah, some think it's cool to live in unforgiveness. Think a fool would never reconsider. And if you love, then you're really winning. Yeah. And if it's false, we gon' tell the difference. Yeah. If it's false, we gon' tell the difference. Yeah. We need you. We need you. We need you. We need you. We waiting at you, waiting at you. Oh, waiting at you, waiting at you, waiting at you.
If the law is in love, why do my spirit feel this way? Why is Yahweh on my mind? If the law is in love, why do my spirit feel this way? Why is Yahweh on my mind? If the law is in love, why do my spirit feel this way? Why is Yahweh on my mind? By this we know that we love the children of Yahweh when we love Yahweh and keep his commandments. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous. Let thy tender mercies come unto me, that I may live. For thy law is my delight. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. My Abba, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Abba's hand. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Yahweh Shai said unto them, if Yahweh were your Abba, he would love me. For I proceeded forth and came from Yahweh. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. You're stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears. You do always resist the Holy Spirit. As your fathers did, so do ye. Yahweh Shai answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of Yahweh, or whether I speak of myself. I delight to do thy will, O my power. Yeah, thy law is within my heart. Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. Yahweh Shai saith unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. But he that shall endure unto the end, none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, shut up.
Are you hacking into your lust again? Are they weighing you down as a heavy burden? Give that burden to the heavy burden bearer. I am Yahweh thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Yesharala would none of me. So I gave them up unto their own heart's lust, and they walked in their own counsels. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh, for Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahweh Shai, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. Wherefore I was grieved with that generation, and said they do always err in their heart, and they have not known my ways. So I swear in my wrath, they shall not enter into my rest. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief, in departing from the living power. But exhort one another daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. Avoid the lusts of a vengeful heart. Ooh, don't plant the seed of lustful anger. From whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence, even of your lust that war in your members? Ye lust and have not, ye kill and desire to have and cannot obtain. Ye fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lusts. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth: fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things sake the wrath of Yahweh cometh on the children of disobedience, in the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them. But now ye also put off all these,
anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. And become the new man in Yahweh, and become acceptable in thy sight, to inherit eternal redemption. Behold, what manner of love the Abba hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of Yahweh. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. Beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And every man that hath this hope in him purifieth himself, even as he is pure. Bahashan, Yahweh Shai, Amen.
Kuwab Hashabata, Masha Panasa, Zakaha Kodeshaba, Suwab Lahatawara, La Ayara, Kobal Haban, Kobal Haruak, Haya Awa, Haya Salam, Lamad Mayan Hamelek, Iraya Sala, Zahadawa, Iwaparath Hagawayam, Yakau Nasayawan, Alabahadam, Alabahasum. Alabahadam, Alabahasum, Hallelujah, Barakasum, Barakasum, Hallelujah, 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 Hawalaya, 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 Alabahasum, Alabahadam, Alabahasum, Alabahadam, Alabahasum. Hallelujah. Le Kwazasapa. Kobal Haruak. Kobal Haruak. Kobal Haruak. Kobal Haruak. Hallelujah.
Babylon is falling, no more time for us to leave. They can't shake my faith, Abba got his hands on me. It's power in the blood, wholeheartedly believe. Allah Bahadam, Messiah died for you and me. Babylon is falling, no more time for us to leave. They can't shake my faith, Abba got his hands on me. It's power in the blood, wholeheartedly believe. Allah Bahadam, Messiah died for you and me. Babylon is falling, no more time for us to leave. They can't shake my faith, Abba got his hands on me. It's power in the blood, wholeheartedly believe. Allah Bahadam, Messiah died for you and me.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach Malak Yahweh Shai. And the world only knows Yahweh as God. The world only knows Yahweh Shai as Jesus. Hamashiach will be the Christ. A Shabbat Shalom, man. Shabbat Shalom to everybody that's tuning in and is going to watch the replay. A Shabbat Shalom. My name is Ariah.
Name is Atazawan.
And all praise, man. Shabbat Shalom, King.
Shabbat Shalom.
Amen. All praises, man. Hey, and I know you see the title of the lesson, Don't Hearken to Your Lust, right? Because hey, we all go through that fight. We all go through the good fight. We all go through going through the rough times. Hey, and he said, hey, the time of Jacob's trouble would be like no other, brother. Right? Hey, he said it'll be no time has ever been before the earth and it's ever been after the earth. So, brother, what do you think about that, King?
That's true. That's right. Never, never, never on the earth before, and never will, man. Like it's gonna be a time like no other.
Hey, and like me and you was talking today, King, like, hey, you know, when we think of Jacob's trouble, we kind of think of like no groceries, no food, right? You know, maybe you getting put in prison or detained by the police, but it goes even deeper than that. On a spiritual level, it goes with us fighting our own demons, our
Yeah.
lust.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Loving our brothers, because it said in the end days, what he said, the love of many shall wax old, shall
Right.
wax cold.
That's right.
So it's like, it goes into all of that. It doesn't just go into the carnal things of food or living, running from city to city, place to place. Yeah, that's gonna happen too. But it also goes into those former things you try to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? The things that keep trying to bring you down that old alley, like we see our brother right here. You know, he kind of took the right path, but then he kind of saw that other path looked like a shortcut, King.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
Sure.
I got two quick precepts to open it up, and then you know, feel free, King, if you got anything. My first one will come from St. John chapter 10 and verse 1, man. My classic, bro. You already know where I'm going. Right? It's the book of St. John chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. Because say we know that it said a straight line is the shortest path to where you got to go. But you know, sometimes, you know, our lust pick up, you know, our thought process pick up, the things that we used to do kind of increases. That old man begins to get strong, brother, like a zombie. You can't stop him, man. It's the only way we can stop him is by calling upon Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? So my second precept, and then I yield and I let the brother bring out a couple before we get this lesson started. Right? This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 1. It says, Moreover, brethren, I declare unto you the gospel which I preached unto you, which also you have received and wherein you stand. So, hey, when the Most High brought this understanding of his text, right, of the spiritual end of his lessons, and when he brought it to you, hey, you know, you had to receive that thing. You didn't just say, oh, yeah, it sounds like it's the right thing. Kind of the slave ships, kind of like it fits the description. Kind of feel like we went through those things. The curses kind of feel like it fit like a robe that was custom made. No, you received that thing, King. It says wherein you stand. So you got to be planted and rooted in this thing. Verse 2 is the point. It says, by which also ye are saved. So if you stand in that thing and stay rooted in this thing, not because somebody your favorite teacher, not because they speak eloquently, not because they may have a PhD in wordplay. No, none of that. It said you got to stand firm in that thing. In verse 2, it says, by which also ye are saved, if you keep in memory what I preached unto you, unless you have believed in vain. And you don't want to believe in vain, because that vain belief may get you that nuke, man, with that welcome sign on your forehead. And with that, hey, I yield, King. You got to open a precept to bring out.
I'm gonna get Sirach chapter 31 and verse 13.
Book of Sirach, chapter 31 and verse 13. Says,
The screen not showing, King.
Salaki.
You know, you good. You good, King.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 31 and verse 13. It says, remember that a wicked eye is an evil thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what is created more wicked than an eye?
Right.
Therefore, it weepeth upon every occasion.
So, like you said, what the lesson is the lust. You know, the first thing is the eyes, man. Like, if the Most High bless you with the ability to see, Man, you got to protect your eyes in these last days, like the brother was saying, man. And Jacob's trouble is going to be more deeper than you actually think. Because, like you said, King, we thinking carnally, we thinking like the ridicule, the rape, rob, and murdering that's going to be happening, and our people being martyred for the word of God, and yeah, like you said, all them things is definitely going to happen because it's in this prophecy, it's in the Bible. So, but with the spirituality of the battle, because this is the condition of battle, like we we fight in spiritual in high places, right? It's principality in high places, right? So, we gotta first know that we gotta protect our eyes, man. And that's gonna lead to my second precept, Genesis chapter 3 and verse 1. Verse 6 is the point, but you could start from verse 1 so everybody get edification on it.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, hath Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
Right.
And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Right.
But of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh hath said, ye shall not eat of it,
right,
neither shall you touch it, lest ye die.
So she knew that if she eat this tree, she will die. Because Yahweh had told her. Yahweh had stated the rules and regulation that you must follow by, right? So she knew, right? Watch this.
Verse 4, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die.
He said what?
Ye shall not surely die.
So the serpent was subtle, more subtle than any beast. He was more crafty than anybody around. You know what I mean? So he's beguiling her, right? Watch this. Keep going.
Verse 5, for Yahweh doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, that then your eyes shall be open, and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
Right.
And when the woman saw the tree was good for food,
right,
and that it was pleasant to the eyes.
It was what?
And pleasant to the eyes.
So you get the eyes again. She just looking upon that lust. And that's where it starts from, right? Keep going, King.
And a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
Right.
And gave also to her husband with
right.
her did eat.
Yo, and it didn't even show Adam didn't even put up no type of fight, man. He just ate it. Like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Didn't say, well, my wife, I don't think we should be doing this. I don't think this is the right thing to do. And he just got right into that lust as well, just like she did. But it started with the sister. It started with Eve. You get what I'm saying? So we got to protect our eyes. And more importantly, man, that goes for everybody, especially myself, man. Like, we just got to just kind of like, what's wicked. He said, flee from wickedness. Go the other way, man. Flee. Take flight, man.
Yeah.
Because, your soul is on the line, man. And we in the last days, man, these times are getting harder now. We got brothers and sisters falling out the truth. You know what I mean? Like, we got the heathens bucking up against us now boldly. They showing their true horn. So, hey, like the brother said, Jacob's trouble's on the rise. And we very near. So I yield on that, King.
And that's a great point because, hey, that right there goes right along with everything else, right? Because just like you said, how that happened, it was the same thing that I had put out. You gotta stay rooted and grounded in what you learn, because if you don't, then like you said, then somebody can beguile you, and it shouldn't matter if it's your dang mama. Excuse my French. Even if it's your mama saying, "Hey, we'll do this." Well, we ought to obey God rather than men. Acts 5:29, right? The hell with my mama. If it comes to the Most High and my mama, well, hey, the Most High didn't say obey your mama in wickedness. No, it said obey your mama if she's teaching you something right. So, hey, no matter who it is, if they're telling you to do something opposite of the scriptures, hey, you got to kind of not be lustful and fall into that thing, but kind of stand up as you've been taught, right? That good doctrine, man. So without further ado, man, we're gonna get into this lesson, man. It's gonna be short and sweet. You know, it ain't gonna be a long thing. Hey, but the most high willing, hey, we're gonna bring it out to the best of our abilities, man. And hopefully somebody get, you know what I'm saying, a blessing out of this thing, right? So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 81, and we're gonna start at verse 10. And it reads, I am Yahweh thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. And he's talking about filling it with that righteous food, man, with that manna that comes from the Most High. You know, not feeding you with that carnal knowledge, right? With that carnal understanding, right? But he's talking about with that wisdom, right? I'm going to show you, man. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 19 real quick through the Spirit. I'm going to come back to this, right? It's a quick precept. Mia King, and if you got anything, bro, you already know, bro.
You said Proverbs 16 and what?
And verse 23.
I'll read it.
I come.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 23. And it reads, it says, the heart of the wise teacheth his mouth, and addeth learning to his lips.
And when it said that the Most High is going to open your mouth wide, he literally was spiritually talking about giving you that wisdom, right? He was going to teach your mouth how to get that wisdom. Go ahead, watch this, going to sum it up.
Verse 24, pleasant words are as in honeycomb, sweet to the soul, and health to the bones.
And you know that's how you talking about, the Most High talking about that spiritual food, because, hey, how can pleasant words feed your soul? Right? And then health to your bones. So you know he's not talking about a carnal food. He's really talking about wisdom. He's talking about that wisdom. It's that manna, man. Right? So when Adam and Eve was running after that carnal food, they was missing a blessing that the Most High was literally trying to feed them spiritually.
That's right.
But they couldn't beat their lust, King.
Nope.
They kind of fell to their lust. Kind of, it seemed like us as being, you know, carnal beings.
Yep.
You know, everything the Most High delivers spiritually, we always want to run back carnal into things.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And one of the key examples would be when we was in the things, right? When we was in the damn
the wilderness. Yeah, come on, kid.
Yeah. That's every time we wanted to damn be back by the flesh pot, man. Right?
Murmuring. Yep.
Shalom,
right?
Shalom.
Shalom, King.
Shalom. Shalom.
Yeah, man. So yeah, bro. And it seemed like every time it'd be like, man, we wish we were back in Egypt by the flesh pot. Right. And it's like, so we have to understand that we have to get back to walking with the Most High in righteousness, not carnal. Our righteous man, not our fleshly man. So, right. So I'm gonna go back to 10 and 11, man. Psalms chapter 10, 81 verse 10 through 12. It says, I am Yahweh thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. But my people will not hearken to my voice, and Yasharallah would none of me. So I gave them up in their own heart's lust. The Most High literally, hey, look, brother, the Most High said, I literally gave my people up to their own heart's lust. And they walk in their own counsel. So, hey, that's what the Most High do. When you get to that point, brother, where you just pushing the envelope further and further, the Most High like, oh, that's what you want to do? All right. Hey, I'm not going to argue with you. Go ahead, do what you do, and it'll be your own ruin, man. Right? So, hey, with that, hey, I yield, man, if you want to add something to it.
Yeah, just to pick up back what you were saying, the book of Romans, chapter 1, and I think you could start at verse 26. 26. Slocky.
Yeah, for this cause?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can start there. Yep.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 26. And it says, for this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections. As for even their women did change their natural use unto that which is against nature.
Right, keep going.
And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in the lust, one toward another, men with men, working that unseemly, and received in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
Keep going. One more.
And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge.
Yo, wait, hold on. There go that knowledge you were just talking about. That our people they don't want to seek it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to take the first step to seeking that knowledge, right? Right? That's what's it said, the honeycomb and the sweet to the soul, right?
Come on, bro.
And the health to the bones. But like you said, Adam and Eve, they didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, King.
It says, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind,
right,
to do things which are not convenient.
To do those things are not convenient, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, and when we was in the wilderness, King, why y'all want to go back to Egypt? He just got us out of there. He just set us free from out of there. Our people, I don't want to go back. They drawn into their lust, bro. You get what I'm saying? And we dealing with the same people right now. Right now. Literally. You know what I'm saying? I yell on that, King.
And I got a precept with that because the brother, right? Like, they didn't want to retain the Most High in their knowledge, right? So this is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 2. You wanna grab that for me, King?
Yeah, Khan, you said Timothy?
Yep, 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 2.
Khan. Book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 2.
Start at verse 1.
Khan. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 1. And it reads, now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
And that tied everything together, right? It tied that Genesis chapter 3, right? It tied that 1 Corinthians. It tied what we just said, like in that Romans. Hey, we give them to the seducing spirit. They gave heed, but that means they stopped to listen. Brother, you should instantly hear it and be like, Acts 5 and 29. Instantly. Yep. That's going to be my instant tonight. Acts 5 and 29. Obey Yahweh rather than men.
That's right.
But yet they listen, brother. They hearken to the spirit. Let them just beguile them.
Dang.
Said, look, the hell with my salvation.
Right.
I want to go ahead and run with you, Satan. So they want devils. Keep going. Watch this.
Verse 2. Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience snared with a hot iron.
Hey, brother, and seared is like, brother, once it's like putting a hot iron on your arm. Brother, once you sear that in your arm, brother, it's not coming back. It's branded like cattle. It's over. Your arm's going to be for the rest of his life, brother.
Yep. For the rest of the life.
And kind of like what them Q dolls do when they get branded, when they get them mega signs on their arm.
Yep, come bro. Hey, and that's exactly it. Hey, and that's the thing. The Most High, he said he gave them up to their own lust, right? So he said, hey, to that point, hey, he just gave you over, brother.
Yeah.
Put him, it's over. He like, look, all right, I ain't finna fight with you. If that's what you want, brother, I'm finna give you up. That was actually that Psalms 81. He said, I'm gonna give you up, brother.
Right.
What you want? Let me bring that back out. He said, look, Psalms 81 and verse 12, it says, so I gave them up unto their own heart's lust. So you know if the Most High gives you up to something, brother, it's over for thou.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
He said, I lay a stumbling block. Ain't that what he said in Ezekiel, King?
Yep.
And if he lay a stumbling block in front of you, brother, what your heart gonna do? Is you gonna go for your own lust?
Oh, I got one, King. Hold on.
And that's your Romans. He said, hey, he said they lust was so heavy. He said, bro, they did not want to retain the Most High in their knowledge, man. Come on, brother. And this is a powerful lesson because it's for everybody out there, including my man.
That's right, King. You're absolutely right. Um, um, let's go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and we're going straight to the point. Verse 10 and 11.
It's the book of
Second
Second
Thessalonians.
Thessalonians,
Go ahead.
2, verse 10.
Uh,
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because
Right.
they receive not the love of the truth,
right,
that they might be saved.
right.
And for this cause, Yahweh
Mhm.
shall send strong delusion
Right.
that they should believe a lie.
Didn't that happen to Eve?
Absolutely.
Didn't that happen to Eve, bro? We read it in Genesis chapter 3, King.
Absolutely.
She was beguiled.
God.
Right? You know, you can read one more. You can read one more verse.
Says, and for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Yeah, and that's that lust again, King. Don't hearken to your lust. That's what the topic. That's the lesson. Don't do it. Don't do it. And that's going for all of us, every last one of us. Us teaching this lesson right now, all the ones that's listening, hey, all the congregations, all that's of the body of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, we can't dwell with that lust and iniquity, like you always say, King. That iniquity, bro. We always chasing that iniquity, but we don't never want to chase life. You know what I'm saying? And I yield, King.
And that's
what that's the same thing like what happened with me in my situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like playing, like playing with the wrong thing, that lust, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the Most High, he'll lay that stumbling block in front of you if you ain't careful, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, to deal with you, but he even in that, he'll chastise you with it and show you mercy, because he could kill you. He could kill you for playing. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just thinking about, like, that's the same situation. But yeah, I yield that.
Hey, and that's mighty, King, because some people might think, oh, with a physical lust. Well, there's many lusts, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you, because me and Deke was talking about this earlier in the week, man. We're gonna go to James chapter 4 and verse 1. Because a lot of people think that only lust is a physical thing, right? But sometimes lust can be, the way you talk to your brother and sister, because, hey, some people, they don't give up the old ways, right? The old ways, which would be, your behavior.
Right.
That could be if you don't give it up, it could be the end of you, because
That's right.
You can't say your brother or your sister or your wife or your husband or whoever it may be if you're not showing them. Because we always say that in James. I mean, 1 Samuel says that the Most High is a power of knowledge, man.
Right.
By him are weighed.
That's right, King.
Jeremiah taught me, hey, the Most High gave up something. He gave up his only begotten son in John chapter 3, verse 6, man, 16. But yeah, nobody wants to give up those things. Nobody wants to sacrifice and give nothing up, brother. They kind of want to come in they are the Christian way. God accept you the way you are. No, he won't. He accepts you the way the book tells you to be, or he's not accepting you. So I mean, all your fasting, all your praying, brother, all your high holy days you're keeping,
right?
All that is for naught, King.
Yep.
Naught. You got to put your old ways aside. That's what I just said, that, man, the way you were taught. Because once you came in this thing, you accepted it, brother. Like we have brought out in I think it was in Psalms, man.
Right.
No, it was 1 Corinthians. It said once you came in this thing, brother, you accepted it. You received it. You received you received the Most High ways. So once you receive it, it's a vow.
Right.
Like me, it's a vow, brother. You done vowed. Now if you break it.
Right.
See, the ultimate judgment is your soul not making it.
Mm-hmm.
Make that make sense.
Mm-hmm. That's right, King. Cause you know the flesh operating you know, like you just said, you putting your hand to the plow, but the flesh want to take the hands out of the plow. The flesh want to go back to Egypt. It was better off in Egypt.
Come on, bro. Next to the flesh pots. What's the flesh pot?
Next to the flesh pots, brother.
Sin, man. Because we don't operate in the flesh, we operate in the spirit.
King. I yield on that.
Right. So this is the book of James, chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, from whence come wars? So we know wars would be disagreements, fights, feuds, right? It says, and fightings among you, because if you're one body, brother, what if the heart decided they didn't want to deal with the brain no more?
Ain't gonna work.
Like, yeah, brother, he'd be like, I'm not gonna let you pump blood. I'm not gonna let you oxygenate blood and take the carbon dioxide from the lungs. It's gonna not operate properly.
That's right, King.
You can't say that you're of the Most High if you're not operating properly within this thing.
Right.
Because that's gonna be the next lesson. You know what I'm saying? Every body part has a particular commandment.
That's right.
So if you're of the heart, you don't have the same commandment as the lungs.
That's right.
You're operating underneath a different commandment piece. You got it, King.
No, I was gonna say he says decently in order, right?
There you go, King.
Decently in order, King. Yeah, that's all I have.
Yeah, so hey, and when we know that, when we understand that through the spirit, then we understand that we don't all operate underneath the same level of where the Most High got us. You know what I'm saying? So he says, from whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence, even of your lust that war in your members. So he said, that's lust, King. That's lust. I'm gonna reread that, brother, because that's deep, man. It says, so when you feuding with your brothers, think about that. You're in lust.
Right. That's right, King.
Because hey, you got to put that thing away, brother. Because it says, from whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence, even of your lust that war in your members? Brother, that's lust.
Right.
He said, that come hence. It says, ye lust and have not. And look at this. And you know no murder's getting in the kingdom. He said, ye kill and desire to have. Brother, you just killed your brother and sister, man. When you can't let it go, when you can't let in the feud and the arguing and all, when you can't, and you're holding on to it, but you just murdered. I just told you right there in that verse, brother, he looks at that as murder, brother.
Murder. So ye kill.
He said, ye lust and have not, ye kill and desire to have. Now you not only killed them, but now you're coveting, because you coveting to be right. You're coveting to be correct instead of coveting just to get it correct.
Right.
That's why Matthews, he said, if you got an ought with your brother, he said, leave your offering at the damn altar.
Right.
Excuse me. Leave it at the altar. And that offering was actually just a free will offering. Most High said, I don't even want your free will offering. No, you leave that at the gate. If you got any ought with your brother, if you ain't got it cleaned up, leave it there. Because I'm not accepting your feelings. I'm not accepting your prayers. I'm not accepting your cries. I'm not accepting nothing. And see, and that's what I love about the Most High, because he don't deal in carnality.
Yeah.
He know. So you could tell somebody all day long you don't have an ought with them, but guess what? If you do, the Most High know.
Let me get a precept on that. What you just said, King. First John chapter 4 and verse 20. First John chapter 4 and verse 20. Because that's powerful what you just said, bro. And like you said, like if you got an ought with your brother, hey yo, you got to go to your brother directly.
That First John 4 and 20, the classic.
Yeah, that's the classic, bro. That's the classic. That's why I got to bring it out right now for edification purposes. All right.
It's the book of John chapter 4 verse 20. If a man says, I love Yahweh,
right,
and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
He's a what?
He is a liar.
So you could fake the funk with everybody, but like my brother Ariel just said, you can't fake the funk with the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because he know your heart. He know when you're lying. You get what I'm saying? And like you said, King, when you know when somebody didn't get over something, they keep bringing it up. It seems like they just didn't get over it yet. And like you said in that James, with that James on 4 and 1 said, Ye killed. You just murdered your brother, right? Right. Right. This. Keep going.
It says, "For he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love Yahweh whom he have not seen?"
Right. One more.
Commandment have we from him, that he who loveth Yahweh love his brother also.
And that's the whole point, King. That's our main premises. You know what I'm saying? Don't get drawn to that lust by hating your brother, because that's a lust. That's a wicked lust. You know what I'm saying? On the low though, like brothers be, crept underwearings. You got wolves in sheep clothing, right, King? Not you.
Yeah. Hey, but and the deep part about it though is the Most High even talking about if you're feuding though, he looks at that as murder. Because you can't say you love your brother if you got an alt with him. Now we're not talking about a disagreement. So let's not think that a disagreement that's like that same thing. No, we know what we're talking about. When you're angry, you kind of hold on to that thing. If we do something like me and Tazwan, me and Jeremiah, we've had disagreements, but guess what? After we had that disagreement, guess what? Right after we got done with the conversation, hey, we said, it's like if I said anything in the midst of our heated discussion, and I might have sinned, hey, Salakia, King. And we always say that. But it don't mean men, we don't get out what we feel. And that's what the thing is. We have to separate ourselves from being in amongst a heated discussion, but then also making sure that you go back and clean it up and be like, okay, if I said something that that went against the scriptures, Salakia, because that wasn't what I was aiming to do. But I did this off my chest because it was what was needed to be said.
That's right, King.
To it because that's why the Most High said that he don't deal with the emotions, because if you're easily offended, he said you're not making the kingdom. That's some revelations, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right, King. That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So hey, get away from that, man. So James chapter 1 and verse 13. You got anything you want to add, bro?
I agree, bro. I think that you know what I'm saying. Like, was you talking to me or D?
Yeah, you. Yep, you.
Yeah, I think I agree, bro. I think that we just got to be mindful, when we dealing with brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we got to understand that, bro, like when you call somebody your brother, in the truth, you are literally calling him your family. Cause that's what we are, bro. You know what I'm saying? We family. You know what I mean? Like we are literally like blood brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Literally.
I don't think brothers understand that. I'm gonna say that again. Like we are literally blood brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think brothers understand that. Like, bro, you hate once you hate your blood. That's why the Most High. That's why he compared it like that. That's why he said. That's why he said, "Hey, the love of the Father ain't in you if you hate your brother." You know what I'm saying? Because your brother is literally like your blood brother, bro.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So we just got to understand that and understand that. Guess what? When you got a blood brother that grew up in the house with you, hey man, y'all gonna kind of like scrap a little bit every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, everybody trying to show their dominance. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we know that. Guess what? But now no stranger come and kind of grab nobody, because hey, we gonna forget that we gonna forget that we was just at each other's throat.
That's
kind
a
of
fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. That's a mighty precept, that classic that you brought out, deep, man. You know what I'm saying? The love of the Father ain't in you if you hate your brother. And I've been telling Ariel, I'm at the point, bro, that guess what, bro? If you hate your brother, bro, like, bro, I don't want to hear you talk about the Bible, bro. I don't want to hear you teach it. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Like, cause I mean, we just literally read the class where the Most High said, if you hate your brother, you're a liar. If you say you hate, if you love, you're a liar. If you say you love the Most High, bro.
That's right.
You're a liar, bro.
That's right. That's
we
right.
read that clean. We read that clean on the paper.
That's right.
Kind of got to deal with that. Kind of can't get around it.
Definitely got to deal with that. Definitely got to deal with that. That's right, King.
Hey, and look at this verse, James chapter 4, verse 3. Right? He says, "Ye ask and receive not, because you ask amiss." How do you ask amiss? Because the Most High don't hear sinners. So if you fighting with your brother, right? You kind of, going into your lust, brother. The Most High don't hear that, because guess why, brother? You're not innocent. So you're gonna always ask it says that ye may consume it upon your lust. So you consume your calling to the Most High, your prayer to the Most High, the blessing the Most High is going to give it. You consumed it upon your lust, brother. So you literally laid your what you asked the Most High for an offering, and you burnt it up as a burnt offering because of your lust, King.
Right.
So he consumed it upon your lust, man. You put it on your altar of lust, brother. Right? So, hey, you got anything you want to add to
that? And it's true, man. Like if you feeling it, bro, if you feeling the love of your brother, bro, it's really no reason why you should be hating your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know brothers can do some stuff, you know, if brothers, you know, sleep with a brother rib, you know, stuff like that. That's the serious stuff. But even in that, bro, even in that, the Bible don't teach that you can hate your brother because he slept with your rib. It don't teach that, bro. Now it says, hey, he should be surely put to death. But the Bible also teaches that even when he been put to death, you can't be happy about it.
Nope.
We can read that clean, that you can't be happy about that thing. You know what I'm saying? So because why? That show that hatred for your brother, because literally he been put to death is just the same as you being put to death. Your blood is literally being spilled on the ground, bro. Hey, what the Most High told Cain? Hey, I hear your brother's blood crying out to me, man.
That's right.
And a prime example of that is even when Hamashiach, right? Even when Hamashiach, your boy Judas is gonna kill him, right? He said, "Whatever thou doest, do it quickly." He never hated Judas.
Nope.
He knew what he was supposed to do, and he literally, you gotta think about how long he walked with Judas, knowing that Judas was gonna kill him. That's crazy.
You're right, Aria. He could have easily would have been like, you know, man, the hell with this brother, man. I ain't you're not gonna take me out like that. But no, Yahushua came to fulfill. He had to come fulfill prophecy, man. You know what I'm saying?
He knew what Judah was gonna do. He even told Peter, like, hey Peter, hey, you gonna deny me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, he just think about that. Just imagine the Most High giving you the power to be able to see what your brothers think and what they gonna do to you, bro.
Right.
But you still got to love them, and you still got to be around them. You can't treat them. You can't treat them no different.
Yeah, that's even harder. That's even harder, brother. If I know that you can do me wrong, I still gotta love you, brother. That's harder than not knowing. At least you didn't know, and then you saw it, and you would just be like, "Oh, well, that's kind of hard." Yeah, but that you knew the whole time, he didn't probably know when it was gonna happen, but he knew it was gonna happen. That's crazy.
King.
Right?
Hey, yo, and another thing, just remember Ariel was telling you about Moses teaching was it Joshua?
Yep.
Man, Most High told Moses, you ain't making a promised land, but I want you to teach him and bring him up.
So they can take it. So he can make it.
So he can make it.
He told him to go lay his hands on him and put the spirit on the inside of him, bro. He said, hey, go put the spirit in Joshua.
Yeah,
that's right.
About it, as he knew that the Most High was decreasing his spirit.
Right. That's right, King. That's right. That's a mighty love. That's a mighty account of showing love to your brother. You know what I'm saying? Your people. Yeah,
got you. Right. So this is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 13. It says, "Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh. For Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he's drawn away of his own lust and enticed. And when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And when sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death." Do not err, my beloved brother. Hey, so you know, like we just brought up the accounts, right? Yeah, I wish I could have been like, well, dang, man, I know Judas finna kill me. The hell with that. Walking with. So not only would he have been going against the Most High, but he also going against loving his brother.
That's right.
He had to eat that thing like Pac-Man, brother.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Same way with Judas. I mean, same way with Peter. Same way with all the other with Moses. They had to eat that like Pac-Man because believe it or not, Moses was one of the people that knew the beginning and the end and everything that was going to happen.
That's right.
He had that knowledge of that. But guess what? Even though he still blessed Joshua, still put the spirit in Joshua, even though the Most High told him he was not going to make the promised land, he still had to continue to fight, still had to keep his hand raised, had to do all them things just to know right when they got to the promised land. He saw it with his eyes, but never made it in, King.
Hey, Moses and Abraham had the knowledge of the beginning and the end.
Yep.
Because even Hamashiach said, Abraham saw my day and he was glad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he knew it. Hey, who else had that knowledge of the beginning and the end?
Moses, Yahushai, you had
who
Edris. You know what I'm saying?
You skipped somebody. Who else?
You already know Solomon had it. David had that understanding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So, but that's all praises that, hey, we know that, hey, when things go that way, hey, you're acting on your lust, man. And that's one thing that we're telling you in the last days, hey, avoid your lust, because your lust could be you getting to the promised land and the Most High saying you're not going to make it in, though. Like in Vogue, you're never going to get it.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
That'd be rough right there, right? That'd be rough. Right, so hey, this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 21. And it reads, it says, if so be that ye have heard him, and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushai, then ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man. So, hey, at times when I'm telling him, we got to get rid of that guy, man.
Got to get rid of him. Got to get rid of him, bro. Got to get rid of him, bro.
The monkey on the back, trying to get the piggyback ride, literally.
Oh man, yo man.
Hey, got that unlawful meat on your back,
Hey, let me get a preset to go on that what you just brought out real quick. Let me get 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 16. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16.
2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 16. And it reads, it says, for which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish. Inner man is renewed day by day.
That's right, King. So like you said, King, we gotta get away from the former conversation, man. That old man. We got to get away from that. The new man is being renewed every single day, because that's the affliction. That's the condition of battle. That's the battle that we fighting, really. You get what I'm saying? You know, right? Because look, keep going on that. Yep.
It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment.
Right. It's not that long. It's not that long. It's not. Y'all making it seem like it's forever. Like, how can I serve a God that put us in captivity for over 500 years? And I done heard it all, King. I know you have too, bro. You know, our people don't want to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They're ashamed to be an Israelite. They're ashamed to be, you know what I'm saying, the greatest people on the earth. How what sense did that make? How are you ashamed to be the most greatest people on the earth, man?
Come on, man.
Keep going, King.
It says, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
Right. One more.
While we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. The things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Right. So like they see that old man, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I used to do. I gotta go back to like you said earlier, King. They're going back to Egypt. Why you want to go back to that old man so much? Why you want to take your hand out the plow, man? You know what you signed up for. You know the cup of Yahushua. You know, hey, Yahushua said, do you know what cup that you drinking out?
Yeah.
Did you count the cost? Because what you always tell me, King, it was better for you not to know.
Better for you not to know, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta look at the things that's internal, man, which is having rulership, having Yahushua, having, you know, the whole earth under dominion of, you know what I'm saying? Like spiritual bodies, man. So we never go off again. So we never have to lust anymore. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I yell on that, King.
Right?
Yeah, I wanna go ahead, Ariel.
I just want to finish these last couple and then you got it, King. Right? So and back to where we was at, Ephesians 4:22, that you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, like the brother just said, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, that ye may put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. Right? So, and if you read further, it tell you about putting the way you talk to each other, brother, going back to that, which further proves that, that's a lust. When you don't know how to talk to people, that's a lust. And the Most High said you can't make the kingdom with lust, bro, because that's not of the Most High. That's why he said you got to put on the new man, which is after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness, because we got to be set apart, King. And with that, I yield. You got a Jeremiah?
Yeah, can you grab Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 22? This go what Deep just said about the Most High, the last scripture he just read.
The book of Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 25.
22.
The book of Lamentations 3 and 22. And it reads, it is of Yahweh mercy that we are not consumed, but because his compassions never fail.
Right, because it's his mercy that we not kill, right? This the point. Verse 23, read.
Verse 23, they are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness.
Right, so the mercies of Yahweh is renewed every morning, bro. Every morning, bro, he give us new mercy, new grace. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get up and we just got to be intentional about doing what we supposed to do. That's why I told Aria, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, you know, when we go down here, hey, I want you to baptize me, King. You know what I'm saying? To renew myself back to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I told Aria, I know it ain't no salvational thing, but it just, you know, me being intentional with what I'm doing, making sure that, you know, I'm one with the Most High, you know, making sure that I can receive those renewed mercies, and you know, because you know what the Christians like to say, he know our heart, and that heart deceitful
Right.
above all things. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But hey, Aria said, hey, actions are weighed, man.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? What are we doing? You know, so I just want to bring that up.
And that's powerful too, because like you said, we know that, you don't have to get baptized. It's not salvational. But like you said, but when you're doing that, actually, you're making another vow. Even though we know you already vowed, that's like doubling down. So you go off this time, kind of repercussions is going to be a lot heavier. But then the reward is going to be a lot heavier too with the obedience. Because he said obedience is better than sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let's get the book of Hebrews 3 and 16, 3 and 6 through 13, right? Hebrews chapter 3 and verse 6. Right, as we begin to land this plane, man. Hey, it's a beautiful lesson, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Right, so it's the book of Hebrews chapter 3 and verse 6. It says, but Hamashiach as a son over his own house, whose house are we, if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm unto the end. So we got to kind of hold that thing to the end, King. Not kind of partly, not kind of somewhat, but he said firm unto the end. Brother, you got to kind of hold that thing hard, bro. It says, wherefore, as the Holy Spirit saith today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts as in the provocation in the day of temptation in the wilderness. So you can't harden your heart as you did before in the conversation and the temptation of the wilderness. It says, when your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my works 40 years. Wherefore I was grieved with that generation and said, they do always err in their heart, and they have not known my ways. So I swear in my wrath, they shall not enter into my rest. So he's saying even now, hey, the same people is back on earth. They've been regenerated. So as much as you love somebody, hey, they may be that generation in the wilderness. He said they will not enter. They shall not enter my rest. Verse 12 says, take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you in an evil heart of unbelief. He said, brother, if you have a heart that's unbelievable, he said that's an evil heart, brother. It says, in departing from the living power. That's the point. But exhort one another daily. So, brother, you can't kind of talk about your brother. Like the brother said, you can't kind of have something ill in your heart towards your brother, towards your sister. He said, no, exhort one another daily. Brother, how can the body parts be feuding? No, you got to exhort each other. That's why the heart feeds the lungs with good oxygenated blood. That's why the small intestine and the large intestine enriches the blood with good nutrients after it digests the food, and then get rid of the waste. Because everybody's empowering everybody. Every piece of the body is empowering the next piece. The mind is instructing it. Right? It says, but exhort one another daily, not weekly, not monthly, but daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So, hey, he's saying that sin will be in your ruin, man. He said, don't let this sin be your ruin. So, hey, with that, hey, I yield. Anybody got anything to add to that?
Lie.
Right? So, hey, I'm going to get this last precept, man, and then we can get our closing precepts. We get Galatians chapter 5 and verse 14. Hey, the end all, the be all, man. It's the classic. But, hey, sometimes we need to go back to the classics, man. Like Jeremiah said. Book of Galatians chapter 5 and verse 14. And it says, for all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So, hey, the law is fulfilled in one word, brother. You got to love your brother as you love yourself. It says, but if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye do not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these two are contrary to one to the other, so that you cannot do the things that ye would. But if you be led of the spirit, you are not under the law. So, brother, hey, it's not saying that you ain't got to keep the law. It's saying that hey, if you keeping this, hey, brother, you ain't keeping the whole law. Just like the brother Jeremiah said, man. Right? You got a precept, King? You want to add to that?
I had dropped out.
I had read the fruit of the spirit, right? So he's saying, hey, the flesh lust against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, right? And these are contrary one to the other, that so you cannot do the things you would. But if you be led of the spirit, you're not under the law. So, hey, we letting our people know that, hey, hey, we got to get underneath that spirit, man. Because if we underneath that spirit, then, hey, we won't have to allow the law to govern us, because, hey, the spirit is governing us. And I mean, we walking in that thing, and you ain't going to hate your brother, man. Right?
I agree.
Calm, man.
I ain't got nothing to add to that. I agree, King.
Calm. So I'm going to get my closing precept, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a closing precept. Get it together. Hey, Colossians chapter 3 and verse 5, man. And I pray, man, through the spirit of Habashim Yahushai, that our people got something out of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, we in the last days, and like me and Natazan was talking about today, what people don't realize is it's not just, the food, it's not power, it's not just martial law walking through everybody's city. It's not just it's going to take place, but it's also going to be, the other stuff the Most High going to amp up. He going to amp up Satan. Your trials are going to get, bro.
That's right.
Like, it ain't gonna be easier. No, it's gonna be hard. Brother, look, I was talking to Elder Shai today, right? Not getting off track.
Yeah.
And you know, like, man, if you can get rid of like rent or car note, it should be easy. He said, look, brother, he said his sister gave up her apartment and went to live back with her mom so she can take that rent money and save it. He said, brother, she doing worse than when she had rent.
Damn.
And it's like, so it's like, tell me that ain't the Most High.
That's the Most High, bro.
But there ain't no escaping this, bro.
No, it's not.
You can't escape the curses out. There's no curve in the curses out.
Nope.
I said there's no word that leave my mouth that should not be fulfilled, man. Everything that leave my mouth has to come back unvoid, bro. It has to be. It has to come back. It has to come back, right? Right. So this is the book of Colossians 3 and 5. It says, "Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth: fornication, uncleanness, inordinate." Brother, and inordinate means you're not following the ordinance, brother. Ordinance be all the laws and regulations that the Most High have for us, whether it be the law of marriage, whether it be the law of love of your brother and sister, whether it be the law of coveting your neighbor's goods, man. Right? Whatever laws are, you have to keep them. It says, inordinate affection, evil concupence, and covenant, which is idolatry. So all them things in the eyes of the Most High is idolatry. It says, for which things sake the wrath of Yahweh cometh on the children of disobedience. So if you're doing these things, and the Most High is going to send his wrath for the disobedience, brother. It says, in the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them. But now ye also put off all these, right? Another batch: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not one another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. So if you're saying that you're walking as Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and that you're a new person and a new creature, right, and you love the Most High, then brother, if you got any of these, if you got any of this old attire on, King, the Most High ain't dealing with you.
Nope.
Just like that.
Yep.
Just like that. And it ain't me saying it. It's the Most High said it. If you got any of these old clothes on, brother, you done took off your garments, the all white garments. I took my shirt off hot. I took off my all white soldier Yahweh shirt on. And I put a filthy, nasty, wicked, stained up garment on. And I'm trying to sit with the Most High, man.
Wow.
You're trying to go to the marriage, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said, send them to utter darkness.
Right.
You try to come with that mechanic outfit on, huh? You try to come to the wedding with the mechanic outfit. Most High said, okay, I got you. Throw them in the utter darkness.
Right.
Hey, we got to get rid of that old outfit, huh?
That's crazy,
That Monica Lewinsky dress on, brother. Mess with underneath every green tree. And you still trying to get in, man. With that, hey, I yield, King. Got a closing precept?
Yeah, I got a couple. I'm gonna just go let off, but what you were saying as far as like brothers being put through the fire, because you're right, King. In these last days, Jacob's trouble. You know, he said that the third part is going to go through that fire. In what was it, Zechariah?
Yep, come.
Yeah, bro. So like and going into this Judith real quick, I'm gonna read it. Judith chapter 8 and verse 26. Always bring this out, King. Judith chapter 8 and verse 26.
And it reads, remember what he did to Abraham and how he tried Isaac, and what happened to Jacob in Mesopotamia of Syria, when he kept the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother. For he have not tried us in the fire as he did them for the examination of their hearts.
Right.
Neither have he taken vengeance on us, but Yahweh scores them that come near unto him to admonish them.
Right. So like you said, King, that fire ain't turned up to the highest level yet. but it will. We all have our own trials and tribulation that we must go through. We all have a lot. We all have the ordinance. You know what I'm saying? The ordinance of the Most High, he got something for us. You know what I'm saying? And we got to go through it. We got to prevail against it, whatever it is, right? So I got to two more, and that's it. The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44.
It's the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44. And it says, ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer in the beginning,
right?
And abode not in the truth,
right?
Because there's no truth in him,
right?
When he speaks a lie, he speaks of his own. For he is the liar and the father of it.
He's the father of it, man. Like the brother said earlier, man, Cain killed his brother. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the first account of murder. The first actual count on earth. Through what we went through earlier, Aria, with Eve. It started with Eve. She gave birth to Cain. You know what I'm saying? So that is what? The seed of the devil.
Come on,
he's a murderer. I'm gonna bring out your favorite precept. This will be my last one, King. Let's go to the book of 1 John, chapter 3, and start at verse 7.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 3, and verse 7. And it reads, little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous. He that committeth sin is of the devil.
Is of the what?
Is of the devil.
Right?
For the devil sinned from the beginning.
We just read that in 1 John. We just read that in John 8:44. You are your father, the devil.
Man.
Hey, like you always taught me though, King, for a long time, we also thought that we always use that for the heathens. Nah, that's our people.
Yeah.
We talking about our people. It's in red letters. Yahushua is talking about us.
Yeah, because if you go up, he was talking about the Pharisees, Sadducees, and those of Judah, man.
That's right. That's right, King. Right, go ahead, King.
It says, for this purpose, the Son of Yahweh was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. The point, whosoever is born of Yahweh does not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him.
Right.
And he cannot sin because he is born of Yahweh.
Right.
In this, the children of Yahweh are manifest, and children of the devil.
Woo.
Whosoever doeth righteousness is not of Yahweh, neither he that loveth not his brother.
You don't love your brother. It's simple as that. Playing upon a table, man.
Just like Jeremiah been for the whole day, man.
Yeah, that's right, King. You're absolutely right. How you?
My closing one gonna be Zephaniah 1 and 8 to go with Aria was saying, and I'm gonna make a point with it. Zephaniah
chapter 1 and verse 8, and it reads, it shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
Right. So hey, we know that we can look at that and we say, that strange apparel, we know that's talking about clothing, right? But we know the scriptures twofold. So that strange apparel could be, that could be sin too, man. That could be, that could be, those things that Ariel brought out in his when he was talking about if you wear any of those clothes, that lasciviousness, that fornication, that whatever it is, because those are spirits, and you can look at them as clothes too as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you're wearing that. So he said, hey, if Yahweh shall come back and you wearing that strange apparel, hey, he gonna say, hey, depart from me, you work of iniquity, for I know you not. He don't recognize you because you're not of him. To go back to what Dick just read, you're of the devil, right? So I just wanted to bring that out, man. We got to make sure that we putting on the right clothing, man. You know what I'm saying? From a physical standpoint and a spiritual standpoint. And I yield.
Right? And just to prove what the brother said real quick, and then I'm done. Right? This is the book of Jude, chapter 1. And I'm gonna start at verse number where's that? 1 and verse where's it at? Oh yeah, here it go. Verse 21, right? This is the book of Jude 1 and 21. It says, keep yourselves in the love of Yahweh. And we know the love of Yahweh is keeping the commandments, man. Right? It says, looking for the mercy of our Adawan Yahweh Shai Hamashiach unto eternal life. And some have compassion, making a difference, right? So we know some brothers, we got to kind of be gentle. And it says, others say with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garment spotted by the flesh. And that's what that brother was saying. Hey, and we know that flesh would be things that's opposite of the commandments, opposite of the most high way, right? So, hey, we got to stay away from that spotted garment, man. Now, Monica Lewinsky dress would always say, got that dress spotted, man. He said, look where you have not lain with, man. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that out because that was absolutely correct what you're saying, bro. That was a beautiful way of looking at it because we always pull that verse out with fringes. But it even goes, like you said, brother, in the sin. I never even really thought about it on that end because, you know, at the end of the day, we want that white garment. We can't have that spotted garment because that's what happened when they went to that wedding. They kind of went in with the wrong garment, like you said, brother, not the holy garment, the righteous apparel. I didn't never look at it that way. Kind of went in with that sinful garment. You kind of had hate on your garment, man. Kind of had love in your garment, kind of had feuding and dissimulation and dissent. What do we call that? Division on your garment, Most High, what are you doing with that, man? Hey, so giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh by Hashem.
Hold on, King. One more. I'm sorry, King. What's that scripture? One more, last one, I promise. It was just back to which is really what you were saying, like as far as like we've been into the marriage, right? So what sense does it make to come to a wedding and your garment is spotted and dirty, filthy? You look like you just worked on the pipeline, and you know what I mean? Like you was wrestling with pigs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you're gonna get in? You know what I'm saying? What's that? What's our logo? Ephesians.
Yeah, Ephesians 6.
Yeah, come. Let's just read that last one, and that's it. I'll yell after that.
All right, this book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse
11, I think it is.
Yep. It says, on the whole armor of Yahweh,
and
you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Right.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right.
Therefore, take upon you the whole armor of Yahweh.
Nah, just a little bit of the armor.
The whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
So that's what you need. That's what the brother's saying. That's how you show up to that wedding. You know what I'm saying? With the whole armor of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. You know what I'm saying? No spot, no blemish, right? You got to get it all out. Get all the leaven out. Get all the leaven out of you. You get what I'm saying? Vanquish that evil, you know, the lust of this world, everything. Because it's not of God. It's enmity with God. So are you okay?
Right. And we know that armor is what? Love, right? That you know, forgiveness, you know what I'm saying? Compassion, you know, all those things that make up the characteristics of Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, being able to walk upright, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's so much, you know, that you add to yourself. You know, once you drop something negative off, you add one of those things, then it build you up, you know, day by day. You know, that's why it's important that we get into the scriptures. And I can't stress that enough to read, bro. Read, study yourself, approve, because you don't know this if you're not reading. You know what I'm saying? You don't, you know, if you dealing with some, how you be clean, how you be cleansed with the word by reading and allowing the word to cleanse you as you meditate on what you read and apply it day by day. You know what I'm saying? Putting on that whole armor. So, you know, I yield with that though, King.
And that was well said, man. So, hey, so we tell you, don't hearken to your lusts, be cleansed with the word of the Most High. Hey, and what we want to do at Tazawam?
Hey, push that damn button.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Have a blessed Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom, Israel.
Hey.